Russian, so I'll just wait till the slide comes up and I'll start. So I grew up in the northeast of England with my grandma, who's from Sligo, and she brought me up in a place called Gateshead. As you can see in the distance, the Angel of the North. And this is the view from my street. If any of you have seen the Angel of the North, it's a big statue in the northeast of England. And as a child, I saw it being erected in February 1998. So I always grew with my grandma and had a fascination for Ireland. And in 2005, I arrived in Cork with a backpack, very little money, and I became a balloon artist to make some extra cash. So as you can see there, I'm making very basic balloons. I've got a bunny rabbit on my head. I'm just about to make a sword. I'm quite young and uncolourful, if you want. Cork turned me into a hippie. Anyway, so here's me in 2006 in Galway, and I'm learning how to make a monkey up a tree. So my experience with balloons, I started to keep a journal of what happened, people I met, and over the last 5 years I've travelled the world making balloons. I get to go to festivals and do street entertainment shows and things like that. And here's me in Galway in 2006, a bit more colourful as you can see. And I've got my pants from Mandina Spirit on one of the South American shops in Cork. And yeah, that was, I think a few people took that photograph and used it for very promotional reasons in Galway. Part of my book, I'm writing a book called Tales of the Balloon Man, and a big part of that is a journey I did last year called the Road to Santiago Compostela. It's a 500-mile walk across Spain. And here's me. After the first day, I walked 27 kilometers up a mountain from a place called Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, which is in southwest France, to a place called Roncesvalles, and here I'm on the way. I wrote a poem at the top of a mountain, and I left it. I felt like Moses. I left it on this stone. I won't get all of the poem out, but the deeper soul truth, follow your dream, the splash of cool water trickling from an internal mountain chamber. Glide forward to the place of saints and wise men. Your angels are ever present, written on the Camino. And here's me, namaste. I look very pilgrim-like. This is right into the journey now. This is 100 kilometers left on the road to Santiago. An amazing journey of courage and trust and following my heart. And you know, I walked for 500 miles with a stick and a backpack. It's 22 kilometers to go to Santiago, so you can see I've walked, well, you might not think I walked, maybe just jumped in the car and got the photograph. But we'll claim it anyway. No, I did walk the road to Santiago. It was an amazing journey, you know, just to get up every morning and to see the city in the distance that you're going to walk to. So here's me in Santiago, and this is a beautiful man. This guy is, he's dressed in the attire of St. James, and literally Santiago translated means St. James. So there's me in the last couple of days in Santiago. And then in 2009, I embarked on a journey. I travelled across Canada for 3 months, financed by a bag of balloons. Literally, 3 months financed by a bag of balloons. I arrived in Toronto on the 1st of July 2009 with a backpack and a bag of balloons at $500, which I'd already made from balloons, and I travelled across Canada. Here's me in Montreal. I met all of these young people, and we went cycling at 2 o'clock in the morning down to the Montreal International Stadium. And this young guy goes, "Hey man, come with me, we'll take a beer." And we go into the shop, and he pulls out a can of Newcastle Brown Ale. I'm like, yes! So there's me in Montreal. This is the Angel of Winnipeg, this woman. I literally got on a bus from Toronto to Winnipeg with $15, a bag of bananas and a bag of balloons. And I had no money when I arrived in Winnipeg, and she met me. She said, "You look like an artist," and she was just really friendly. She took me for breakfast, and she took me around. She bought me a gift, and lovely woman. Her name's Gail, and she's from Vancouver. I learned how to make, in Winnipeg, I learned how to make a penguin from Borbus the Clown. I'm sure you've heard of Borbus the Clown. You probably haven't, but anyway. I'm in the bus stop, and I'm just to have some blueberry pancakes, and this girl was really upset. So I made her a penguin. She's got a little bit of a smile on her face. And this is the menu, anyway. So then now I'm in Banff. Banff is in Alberta, which is in the Rocky Mountains, on my way to British Columbia. And this guy had just fallen out with his girlfriend. He kissed someone else when she wasn't around. So he got me to make a male and female penguin and a heart. And he gave me $20 and a glass of wine. So how bad, you know? So, and when you're a balloon man, you get to go to loads of free events. And I got to go to Rod Stewart! For free! And he looks really good. He looks really good for 60. That guy is hot. Really hot. Anyway, it was really cool to go to Rod Stewart. He wouldn't put a monkey up a tree on his head, but anyway. So here I am now I'm going apple picking in southern Okanagan in the British Columbia. And I'm in this motorway side cafe, and this guy walks in and he goes, "Hey man, I'll have steak and eggs." And I got chatting to him, and he was an ex-Hells Angel guy. And there he is, outside of next to his Harley Davidson bike with a Harley Davidson balloon. And then I'm on a bus in Vancouver going to do a walk called Grouse Mountain, which is this kind of mountain up the top of Vancouver. And I met a load of people from Kerry, and I made them an Irish hat on the back of the bus. And this Chinese girl was taking photographs of me, and it was great fun, you know, just getting people seeing that, you know. So. And now I'm in Victoria, and I met this guy, a guy called Robert Whittle. I was originally from Yorkshire, and I was telling him about my experiences of writing a book called Tales of the Balloon Man. And he said, when you're writing a story, it's just like when you're writing a book, it's like telling a story, because you're telling a story to the reader. And that's that guy. And now I'm in Calgary on my way back to Gatwick, then eventually to fly back to Ireland. And as I'm walking down the road, I saw an Irish homecoming. And I was an Irish homecoming, back to my home, back to Ireland, back to Ireland, back to Cork. Yeah, that was my journey across Canada for 3 months. And here's me in 2010, Aaron the Balloon Man. I have a Facebook account, which is facebook.com/Aaron the Balloon Man. I do parties, I do children's entertainment. I'm writing a book called Tales of the Balloon, which I'm in the process of the first draft at the moment. It's my story of 5 years of traveling the world with balloons and having a lot of fun. Thank you.